security employee are welcome to sit next to me. If I speak again outside of public comment, I will leave. This is a public meeting. I am here as a parent of 3 children who are City of Schools of Decatur students. I have the right to be here. I have made no threats. I have not even used harsh language or inappropriate language.
Ms. Kotler, this is here. They'll escort you. I'm watching you just step on out on your own.
It is an emotional topic. I don't think we need to go viral today.
This isn't right. She didn't talk clearly. She said one word. So what are the standards that we have here for being able to participate in this meeting as parents?
What you're asked for Ms. Kotler to be removed. Board's meeting.
They can ask for anything, they'll let me know. I'm just wanting to know what the standards are.
That's very true, but considering that it's a government meeting and the board asked her to remove herself.
That,
Yes,
they don't
ma'am.
have to have a reason legally. Is it legal? They
For
kick somebody
them
out
to
of
ask them to
yeah.
from a public government building?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am, they can ask, yes, ma'am.
so you
You're
don't
not
have
allowed
to
to
do
yell
it.
during the meeting as well. It's actually in the statutes, and then you can ask you to be removed
Okay.
based on you speaking out of turn. You are only allowed to speak during public comment if you signed up for 3 minutes. That's the only time you're allowed to speak. She spoke twice and repeated herself. She has already made public comment, so it's time to go.
Ms. Kotler. It's time to go.
So what's her?
Ms. Kotler.
That's not how you doing.
0716 or 0726.
So, Ms. Kotler, my name is Lieutenant Blue, I'm with the City of Decatur Police Department. We're asking that, considering that they asked you to step away nicely and civilly, I think that would be the best bet. I understand that you're upset and I understand it's a heated discussion.
I have the right to be here. I'm a parent of City Schools of Decatur children. I have offered to remain silent until public comment is available and my name is called. I have offered to have a security officer or you yourself sit next to me to make sure that I stay within the guidelines that I've been asked to stay in line. I got emotional. I made a comment. When I was asked what the comment was, I repeated it. That is all I have done. I've made no threats. I have not even caused a scene until this moment.
I understand.
I have a right to be here.
According to what was just said, you already spoken out of turn. You admitted to being
I admitted
boisterous.
to being, I was not
I'm
boisterous.
sorry, loud.
No. I was asked a question,
Mhm.
and in this tone of voice, so that the room could hear me, I repeated what I said because I was asked what it was I said.
Okay. But did you speak out of turn?
In an emotional moment, I expressed something out of turn.
Okay. So again, with those guidelines being broken, they're asking you to remove yourself.
I'm a parent in City Schools of Decatur.
I understand.
I have a right to be here at this public meeting.
You did have a right to be here until you violated the guidelines. So how are we gonna reprimand this issue?
I have provided an option where you can sit with me and make sure that I do not speak out of turn again.
I understand, but those you ran out of options when you violated. You had options before. You could have sat here, you could have waited your turn to speak, you've already had your turn to speak. You ran out of options at that point.
I'm a parent in City Schools of Decatur. I have a right to be here.
You did.
I have a right
We've
to
established that.
participate in the decision-making for our children. I have the right to speak during public comment. I have acknowledged that I spoke out of turn.
Which
I
is a
have
violation.
offered solutions that would allow my participation as well as the continuation of this meeting. I am not the one holding this meeting up.
But you are.
I am a parent who is exercising their moral responsibility to stand for all marginalized children in this district.
Understood, and I think everybody in the room appreciates that. However, there's a time and a place for everything.
I would also like to state that I have a history with this district. I have a recent history with this district. And I fully believe that had someone besides me said the exact same words, they would not be asked to leave, and that this is at least somewhat informed by personal feelings about me as a parent in this district. I have a right to be here, and that is fine if other people don't agree with me. But I have a right to be here. I have a right to speak. I have provided solutions that would not disrupt this meeting further. I have a right to be here.
You forfeited that right when you spoke out of turn. That's been explained already. So are you refusing to leave?
I have a right to be here.
I understand you forfeited that right. Are you refusing to leave? That's my question.
Sir, I have a right to be here.
I understand. You forfeited that right. So you are refusing to leave.
Sir, I have a right
So listen
to
to
be
me.
here.
I understand. At this time, myself and my officers are gonna escort you out of the building. We'd like to do that civilly.
Would you take video, please?
You good? Okay. All right.
I am not resisting.
Okay.
I am not participating.
Stand up.
I am in no way resisting. I am not participating. I am in no way resisting. I am not participating. I am practicing my rights as a parent. I am in no way resisting. I do not pose a threat to anyone. And I am in no way resisting. I am not resisting. And this is what fascists do.